Ah, the Urban Mech. The Urby. The trash can with an autocannon. R2-D2 on steroids. Whatever you want to call this mech, I don't believe it is unfair to say that the Urban Mech holds a unique place in the Battletech universe, equally loved and mocked by the community. After all, you don't see an Atlas or a Mad Cat with their own 3D printed egg cup holder. The Urban Mech has been produced in the Inner Sphere since the year 2675. As such, the Urban Mech can be found in all of the armies of the successor states. From a personal standpoint, it wouldn't have surprised me if some Urban Mechs weren't taken on the Exodus Road, as Alexander Kerensky jumped from SLDF base to SLDF base, taking anything that wasn't nailed down. Although, in a further twist, it wouldn't surprise me that when the Exodus fleet finally reached their destination of the Pentagon worlds, that the Urban Mechs weren't mothballed or broken down into something more useful, like housing, irrigation ducts, or paper clips. Lots and lots of paper clips. This is because even in the Inner Sphere, commanders and military leaders alike see the slow mech as a liability in combat, and reduce the light mech to mainly garrison duties, or, as I previously alluded to, stripped down for spare parts. What this ultimately means is that the Urban Mech is one of the most widely available mechs in the Inner Sphere, as due to its poor reputation, it was spared much of the harshness of the Force Succession Wars, unless of course you're compelling and have a complete disregard of human life and use them en masse as a frontline combat platform. Now, before any of you compelling fanboys get upset about that last statement, I just want to reiterate that I can't substantiate whether they were used as a frontline unit. But let's face it, compellins are gonna compellin', and when they compellin' hard. For a mere 1.4 million Seabells, the prime variant of the Urban Mech, the UMR60, comes with a top speed of 32.4 km an hour, has jump jets, an autocannon 10, and a light small laser. In addition, one of its key advantages is the fact that the Urban Mech is the only mech that has a 360-degree torso traverse, meaning I can fire in any direction. This makes the mech ideally suited for one type of combat, where speed may not always be an advantage. This is, of course, as the mech's name would suggest, urban combat and pacification. In the hands of an experienced pilot, the Urby is capable of bringing down mechs twice its size. However, with only 1 ton of ammo housed in the right torso for the autocannon, endurance is a factor. Although when deployed in a police action, and your opponents are civilians armed with rocks and foul language, a small laser will generally get the job done. So, let's get into the nitty gritty. As mentioned previously, the Urban Mech is used throughout the Inner Sphere, with the compellins coming up with 3 versions: the R60L, the R63, and the Dark Age R93, which was produced around the year 3130. The RL60 removes 2 tons of armour and replaces the AC-10 with an AC-20. This did give this version of the mech increased firepower, however at the cost of protection and ammo count, further reducing the mech's endurance. The R63, considered a genuine field upgrade, replaced the AC-10 with an LBX-10, retained the small laser and added a small pulse laser. And the R93 came with a plasma rifle, an ER medium laser, and an ER small laser. See, I told you the compellins like the Urby. The Free Worlds League produced the R69 variant, which uses an Ultra AC-10 and an ER small laser, while upgrading the armour with 5 tons of ferrofibrous armour. The Fed Sons created the R70 and the R90 sub-Urban Mech model, with the R70 using ferrofibrous armour and mounting a rotary cannon 5 with 2 tons of ammo, along with an ER medium laser and an ER small laser. The R90 comes with a single PPC, 2 medium lasers, and the standard small lasers retained. However, the jump jets have been improved to allow for greater jump height. Other variants of note include the K9, used by planetary police forces, and another compelling refit known as the Street Cleaner, which was used in a Solaris 7 duel. In conclusion, the Urban Mech, although memed, has its place and its role, and has gone through some genuine attempts to improve its capabilities. However, I don't think it will ever shake its reputation among commanders and pilots for it ever to be used in a serious conflict. Unless you're compelling.